Ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens, welcome back to I'm Changing Pants. Disclaimer, this is a pre-recorded video for Sunday the 27th. I always make my videos one day in advance, but on Saturday I'm not making a video because it is my girlfriend's birthday. So I'm making this video right now to do that. So enjoy. I am going to rank the NFL teams for next year. I just said that the NFL is going to be back. Let me see, when are they back actually? So July 31st, so next Thursday, Chargers versus the Lions. That's fucking rad. So we're going to rank who I think's going to win, who I think's going to be Super Bowl contenders, favorites, playoff teams, potential wild cards, playoff, so on and so forth. So the Saints, go ahead and get this out of the way. Number one pick contention. They fucking suck. They drafted Tyler Shaw. That's how you say his name. Taysom Hill's old. Spencer Rattler's the backup. Alvin Kamara's the only saving grace, and he's injury prone. Chris Olave's injury prone. Brandon Cooks, he's pretty good. Kelvin Banks is really good. Hunter Deckers, don't even know who that is. Don't know where he's from. Cam Jordan, old. Chase Young, injury prone. This team is just a mess. So it's a mess. So number one pick. The Dolphins. We don't know how Tua's going to play. You know, he's fucked up in the head. He gets concussed a lot. They just signed Darren Waller, but he's already on the PUP list, which is crazy. I'm going to say, is Tyreek still on that team? I don't know if he left or not. Yeah, he still is on the Miami Dolphins. I'm still going to put him in missing playoffs. It's a fine line between these two. They're riding the edge of both of them, but missing playoffs. The Ravens, obviously, one of these. I'm going to put everybody how I did last year. I picked the 49ers to win it all last year. Way off. Could have been more off. But I'm putting them in the Super Bowl contenders. I'm putting everybody in there until the end, just so I can analyze. The Bengals, arguably the hardest division in football. So I'm going to put them potential wild card. Broncos, missing playoffs. They're there with the Chiefs. They're there with the Chargers. I think the Chargers are going to make the playoffs this year, so I'll go ahead and put them potential wild cards. The Giants, young but intriguing. Very intriguing, actually. I think Jackson Dart is the best quarterback besides Cam Ward out of this class. They still got Malik Neighbors. They just drafted, God, how could I forget his name? Darth Vader. Oh my God. How could I possibly be forgetting his name? No, this is not what I wanted. I want this year's rookie. Age. Abdul Carter. He's the youngest person on this team, actually, but very intriguing. The Vikings, they were amazing last year until the end. Sam Darnold put on a fantastic show, which I think he will slow down. I think the Vikings always find a way to have a good quarterback. So I think they're going to miss the playoffs. They're in there with the the Lions. They're in there with the Packers, and they're in there with a young but intriguing Bears. The Rams always surprise me. They surprised me when they won the Super Bowl. They surprised me the next year. They always just find a way to be better than I think they are going to be, but they're going to make them miss the playoffs. Sorry. The Buccaneers, they're winning the division, no doubt in my mind. They're in the division with the Falcons, the Saints, which I have them right here, and the Panthers. So they're going to be a playoff team, but if they were in a harder division, maybe potential wild card. But like I said, they're winning the division 100%. No chance they're not. The Lions, also winning that division, I think they are a Super Bowl contender. They were a Super Bowl contender last year. I thought they were going to make the Super Bowl last year. The Niners, I had them winning last year. They were very underwhelming. CMC was out, though. I'll put them in a playoff team. Eagles, obviously, they just won. They could go back to back. Eagles are always going to be good for a while. The Raiders, number one pick contention again. They got Ashton Jeanty, but I don't think that really solves their main problem that they have. The Packers, playoff team. Ooh, wild card. Potential wild card. Because the Lions are going to win that division. 100%. 100% in my mind. Now, this is where the NFC East gets tricky. Because they have Washington and Dallas. I think that Washington will win the division. I think Dallas could be a potential wild card. The Cardinals, one of these two. Matter of fact, they aren't really that intriguing to me. So, pick contention or mediocre. Number one pick contention. Kyler Murray, he got to get out of there. Steelers, mediocre at best. I think this is finally going to be the year where Mike Tomlin goes under 500. Aaron Rodgers, I will say, Aaron Rodgers is not as bad as everybody made him out to be last year. If you go watch his interceptions, 95% of those are not his fault. The Bills, obviously, Super Bowl contenders. Go ahead and get the Chiefs up there. Chiefs always find a way. The Falcons, I think they're better than what people say they are. I will put them as missing playoffs. I think they're better than mediocre. But like how I said, the Bucs are far better. And I don't think they're going to have a better record than the Packers or the Cowboys. Seahawks, mediocre at best. Or number one pick contention, depending on how Sam Darnold does. Patriots, young but intriguing. I love the Patriots. I am very high on the Patriots. Will Campbell is a fucking demon. I like Drake May a lot. The Browns, number one pick contention. I don't know what happened to the Browns. 2 years ago, They went from 0-16 in like 20, whatever year it was, 2016, 2017. And then automatically just got good. And now they suck again. I'm putting them in mediocre. I'm not going to put them at number one pick contention. Now this is where it gets tricky. Titans, one of these two again. Put them at that. Go ahead, fuck. Jets, also right there. Well, actually, who do the Jets have right now? Because they just signed Sauce Gardner to a huge deal. Oh, they got Justin Fields. Okay, yeah, young but intriguing. I'm still high on Justin Fields. Panthers, no more pick contention. These 5 right here are going to be the bottom 5 picks. Mark my words. I will come back to this video. And now the AFC South. I don't know who's going to win this division. Not going to be the Titans. My buddy's a huge Colts fan, but I'm going to be unbiased as a Jag supporter. The Texans, who's going to win the division? That's the whole thing. Trevor Lawrence needs to have a breakout year. Anthony Richardson needs to prove himself, or it's going to be Daniel Jones' job. And the Texans are already like solidified themselves as a good team, but I really do see this division going either way between any of these 3. And so one of them has to make the playoffs. It's just out of biasness, I'm going to the Jags. Colts, the Texans missing playoffs, Colts missing playoffs. And now, to win the Super Bowl, is it finally the year of Lamar Jackson? Will the Lions get over that slump? The Eagles, will they go back-to-back? Will Josh Allen get a ring? Or will the Chiefs continue their dynasty? I think it's Lamar's year. Derrick Henry, I've seen some tapes of him going crazy. They just signed a receiver. I forgot who it was. Huge pickup. If I'm thinking right. D-Hop was on it last year. Mark Andrews, he needs to fucking retire. Jair, it's not a receiver, it's a corner. They just got Jair. That's huge on their defense. But I think the Ravens will finally go. And then it will be the Lions versus the Eagles. I'm going to move one of these 2 down from the AFC because they got to, the Ravens got to play one of them. I'll move the Chiefs down. I think the Bills, Ravens in the championship and the Lions and the Eagles in the championship. Playoff teams, I think the Bucks win their division. The Niners win their division. I think all these teams win their division. I think all these teams. Well, the Eagles can't win if the Washingtons win their division. Fuck. It's just tough. So what division do I not have up here? Okay, so what division do I not have up there? So I got the AFC East. AFC North would be the Ravens. AFC South, the Jags. AFC West, the Chiefs. Eagles, boom, boom. I got all the divisions, yeah. Oh, let me double check. Bills, Ravens, Jags, Chiefs, Eagles, Lions, Buccaneers. Okay, yeah, I got all the divisions. Yeah, I'm stupid. Missing the playoffs. I think the Dolphins are a very good team. It's just the whole injury situation with Tua. And Tyreek seems like he doesn't want to be there. The Broncos are stunning everyone. Bo Nix is fucking incredible. The Vikings, they could be a potential wild card only if their quarterback situation pans out. I like J.J. McCarthy a lot. I really do. The Rams, like I said, they always surprise me, so I wouldn't be surprised if they go up. Falcons, I feel like they're a lot better than people say they are. I love Bijan Robinson. Love them. Texans, fuck them. Colts, fuck them. But got to get props for props to do. Mediocre. I think the Steelers finally go under 500. Seahawks, I could put them in number 1 pick contention, honestly, but because they're not young and intriguing. They are not young and intriguing. The Browns, like I said, they're just in hell right now. I like Caleb Williams. I like Jackson Dart. I like Drake May. I like Justin Fields. That's really the only reason I have them there. I don't even know who the Raiders quarterback is going to be this year. Gardner Minshew, Tyler Shaw. I could put the Cardinals up here. I'll be fair. I'll put the Cardinals up there. Titans, Cam Ward's all they got. Cam Ward is all they have. And then Bryce Young, he's not really panning out. He started picking up at the end of last season, but he's not really panning out to what people thought he was going to be. That's a perfect list. Did enjoy this video? Don't be scared. Like, comment, subscribe. Turn on post notifications on this video. Peace.